Hickory Ball, thank you for the resub. Remember, no beans today. No beans. No beans. No beans. No beans whatsoever. None. Hi. How's everybody doing? Let me turn my music down. Because I feel like you want to hear it. How's everybody doing? You. You. We do have a question of the day tonight. So exclamation points QOT. Nope. Q. Yep. QOTD. Yes. QOTD. Cameras are gonna catch all the awkward parts. Yeah. Awkward parts. So if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I, of course, have tweeted a thing. I tweeted a thing, and it's about how we engage with the female body. Why can't we have meaningful conversation about the body that is the female body? In any, well, in my circles, we talk about it a lot, but like it's very common that there are people in relationships who can't have these like open-ended conversations about the female body with their spouse. There are women everywhere who haven't orgasmed. Like, we cannot discuss the female body in lengthy conversations. You have dumb questions after being explained how a woman is experiencing endometriosis or any type of health issue that deals with the reproductive system with, well, can you still smash? Like, what is really going on? And why can't we have this conversation? And why are the people who can't have these conversations making laws about my body that they don't know how it works? Let's really talk about it. Let's talk about it. The Discord will be open, so exclamation point kitchen. And I will be hopping in there. You're sent in various places change when going through premenopause. Right, perimenopause. Like, we don't talk about the human body. Like, we do not. I didn't even know perimenopause was a thing. Oh no. No, you're not. You're not frozen. Am I frozen? You better not be frozen. I know that much. Hold on. My OBS just froze, so I'm trying to see. Oh, my grandma didn't talk about it. Okay. Yep. I can still hear. Yeah, but OBS is froze. Like, my OBS camera has frozen. So let me see what we can do. Let's try this again. All right. Are we back to moving? Are we back to moving? I move. Okay. Just what the fuck? Excuse me. None of that is necessary for this night. Like, rude. Just rude. Okay? Unnecessary rudeness. Alright. I move. Okay, so if you saw me freeze and I am still frozen for you, just go ahead and refresh. You can change the source output. I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. So yeah, I don't understand what was going on. But yeah, let's talk about it. So one of the things I really want to discuss, or one of the things that brought this to my attention, was work. I do move. But let me, you might not hop into Discord, but I think I'm gonna hop into Discord just in case anybody wants to hop on. It's a spooky season, by the way. I'm doing absolutely nothing spooky because I'm a whole West, but that's okay. Y'all love me anyway. That's all that matters. All that matters is y'all love me anyway. So the question of the day, if you put that in the chat, because I totally forgot it. I typed it and I forgot it. let's make some people uncomfortable. What are some interesting facts that you know about the female body? We go through monthly or health wise, any fact whatsoever about the female body that you'd like us to be able to talk openly about. And one of the things that we don't talk openly about is like, did y'all know that your clit grows up to be like anywhere between 3 to 4 times its starting size between your cycle and your menopause? Interesting, right? That is interesting. It is forever growing, and by the time it stops growing, or by the time a woman dies, it's about 4 times its starting size. I thought that that's interesting, and the interesting thing about it is, as big as it gets, people still can't locate it, or you know, do what's needed to be done. Why? What's going on with my eyes, dear eyes? Please, please. I'm on camera. Now is not the time. So many can't. But it gets big. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Another thing that I found out, one of the interesting facts about the female body, interesting things about the female body is like during pregnancy, you do get more sensitive in certain senses. It's different from each woman, like from woman to woman. Like some can get like improved hearing and some can get improved taste or smell, but it's a legitimate thing. And your son leaves a piece of himself genetically wise inside of you. On your brain, I think the suggestion is on the brain, so it actually, your sons can assist in reducing your chance of Alzheimer's. You need like those airplane lander trackers. People point there. It's like right there, right over here, there. Interesting things. Interesting things. So you know, there are benefits to children's. There are benefits to children's. I've noticed for family when they give birth to boys, they got whiskers faster. Yeah, there's definitely testosterone to developing boys because remember though, I just said like your son leaves a little bit of themselves on you, so it's not like it's it's not like you're making another female because you are a female. You're making a completely opposite sex than you. So I'm assuming you have to have a little bit more testosterone, and you know, there you go. And menopause does the same crap. Homer got new toys, so he is having the time of his life. He's having the time of his life. So, you know, I think we can start with, you know, some wonderful tweets. About the female body. Let's talk about it, okay? This is a Reddit post. The left is acting like they outlawed abortion completely. No, just after 6 weeks. If a woman is committed to killing their child, then they should be able to do it in a month. Most women know they're pregnant within a couple of days. Women that are raped are required to immediately take a pregnancy test. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what this person gets wrong about sex and sexuality, especially the female body. First of all, it takes, so the way that the pregnancy hormone works, because we're talking about it today. We're talking about whatever it is about the female body that people get wrong. Someone is not touched in reality. No, most of them aren't. They assume that because they have sex with it, they can know the body. That only works for sex dolls. You can know your sex doll because the manufacturer put all this information on the paper, on the instructions that you had to read to blow it up. That's how come you can know your sex doll. It doesn't work for people. It does not work for humans. It does not work for animals. It doesn't work. It does not work. So, you know, just because you have sex with us doesn't mean you know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about pregnancy and getting pregnant. And why am I frozen again? This is really pissing me off. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. And it's my OBS, like it's my camera. Like what is going on? I have no clue what's going on with this camera. Yeah, it's this camera. I don't know what's going on with this camera. It's specifically this camera, and I think my ports are, yep, my ports are dying. Okay. All right. All right. My laptop ports are dying. They're not picking up this camera. This camera port. I don't know what's going on with this camera port, but it's so fucking retarded. All right. Where the hell is this camera? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because there's nothing you can do about my laptop ports if they're dying. Because it just requires a new laptop. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Because I'm not getting a new laptop. Like, life is not there. Like, no. Absolutely not. Definitely, absolutely, positively. Absolutely not. I have no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no. As long as this laptop can do what it needs to do, it just is what it is. Okay? No. 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 Just is what it is, okay? It just is what it is. Let me, like, stupid things. Yeah. Some lights on my face. You can back up, though. Alright, well. I bought another Lego set. I'm extremely lucky that you bought another Lego set. Because I don't need all this. Okay, so we got the camera. We got the camera back. I got the camera back. We got the camera back. And you guys can hear me, yes. And you can see me, yes. Please don't switch. I told you multiple times not to do that. And you, for some reason, keep asking me. Like I said, don't switch. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. I tell it not to switch, and you want to know what it does? It switches anyway. It freaking switches anyway because it never listens. It never, ever listens. All right. Okay. Hey. Yeah, what is that? I don't even know what that is. All right. All right. I'm in the Discord. Time for some trifling. Wait. Time for some trifling people online. What do you mean? What do you mean, time for some trifling people online? Okay, let's continue the conversation. So, in the female body, she does not know within the month. It's not a very common thing. So usually, it's based on the There are some women who will know that, who will feel like they're pregnant when before they know, or before it is medically possible to know. Um, but the way that it works is, you know, sperm meet the egg, and as the egg travels, it divides, it releases a hormone, and that hormone doubles like every 48 hours, I believe. So it takes a little while for it to get to detectable levels. That is levels in which you know, pee on a stick and it comes out positive. And that is not in a month. It's not a month. It is usually a month after your missed cycle, which is roughly 6 to 8 weeks. Most people do not find out that they are pregnant for 6 to 8 weeks. So if there is a ban on abortion that starts at 6 weeks, most people aren't going to be able to get an abortion. The post you were about to read. Oh well, yes. There's time for some. There is time for the trifling people on TV. No, on Twitter. They're everywhere actually. So this person tweets, my ex thought the eggs in my ovaries had shells on them. And I think about that every time a man makes a decision about women's bodies. Hmm. Eggs with shells. Our eggs got shells now. So, you know, if that's what we're going for, our eggs got shell. Like, so my thing is, like, are they expecting, like, you know, it's funny because chicken eggs don't have shells on them all the time. They get the shell right before, like not right before. They get the shell before the egg is laid. So like it's made and then it's laid. Like the shell is made and then it's laid. And I'm just like, so if our eggs just have shells on them, are shouldn't we like be in pain like all the time? Like all the time? Like I feel like just calcified eggs floating around in our ovaries. Wouldn't that hurt? Like that would hurt. I feel like that would hurt. Do we look like a platypus? I feel like that would hurt. I feel like that would hurt because I just know too much science to feel like animals are just walking around with hard ass eggs in their ovaries, and I just don't. That's just not how that's working. That's just not how that's working. Another interesting fact about the female body. Did you know that we have periods? Like we evolved periods because pregnancy is dangerous for us. I'm just saying. We evolved periods because pregnancies are dangerous for us. Because one off chromosome can make your baby a complete parasite and you could die. So our bodies, along with the bodies of shrews, mm, evolved periods so that it could detect when the fetus is too greedy for viability, and then we could naturally get rid of it. Isn't that interesting? That is interesting. That is very interesting. People don't tell you that. There are a lot of things that people do not tell you, especially about pregnancy. Like, that shit is painful, and you can literally change, like, it can change your entire personality. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy what they don't tell you. And then, wait. That little thing, and well, it's not little. It's definitely not little. It starts little, it gets bigger. but it is moving your entire organs around. Like your organs are not where they started, and neither are your bones, and neither are your hips. And like they just conveniently leave this out and expect you to be happy about it. Like, hmm, this is something you guys could have really told me. Really told me. And did you know endometriosis is the lining of your uterus outside of it? That shit is painful. That shit is painful. I know some women who go through endometriosis, and that shit is motherfucking painful. Like, please take my uterus away from me type of pain. It's crazy. It's crazy. And we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it enough. We don't talk about the medical needs for that. We don't talk about any of that. And then perimenopause, I didn't even know that was a thing until I met someone going through it. Like, come on now. We do not talk about the female body enough. We do not talk about the female body enough. And people are just so hell bent on talking about it in this sexual manner. And yes, we like sex. But let us talk about our sexual gratification and what we like sexually. And people get up in arms about that too. A woman cannot enjoy sex. Our body is strictly for reproduction. Except for our titties. Our titties apparently can't feed the babies. Like, it's weird. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. It's so taboo. Never understood why. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, everybody wants to fuck a female body, but no one wants to talk about the fucked up shit the female body has to go through. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I am so sick and tired. It was like I dated someone. Gotta tell you this Twitter story. So there was a story going around on Twitter. It was either Twitter or TikTok, not sure, where this woman said that her boyfriend, I guess he was her ex at the time, would put plastic on the couch during her time of the month. Sir, sir, I want you to know that I've had a period since I was 10. I've had an active knowledge of said period since I was 12. If I am bleeding on a couch as an adult, we need to go to the hospital. Okay? We need to go to the doctor. Like, how are you a whole adult that have sex with women and our cycle is just this weird thing to you? Like, you just can't have that conversation. You can't touch it. You can't think about it. It's like, ew, don't talk about it. Like, I simply mentioned that during my time of the month, for the first 2 days, I eat beef, mostly just beef stew because I'm craving the iron and I don't eat super iron rich things throughout the month. I really don't. So I eat beef like for 2 days out of the month, and it's mostly beef stew. Like, I literally just off mentioned that. I just off mentioned it. So it's the time of the month, so I'm really craving beef stew. And dude was legit like, you didn't have to say all that. Excuse. What did I say? What did I say that was wrong in that sentence? What did I say? Hey, because you asked me about my food. You was like, oh, that's a lot of beef stew. I said, yes, that's half of the month, so I'm really craving beef stew. It's the only time I eat it. What did I say? What did I say that was wrong in that sentence? What was so gross? What was so gross? Like, what are we really talking about? Like, what is the thing that is the problem with the female body? Why does the female body scare you so much? But yet and still, and you want. So I've actually posted this on my Facebook as well, and a friend of mine made a very interesting reply to it. She said this goes hand in hand with the theory that some men are only attracted to women for sex and are actually emotionally and mentally. Wait. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't have to do the points. Y'all don't have to do the points. Creole, you don't have to do the points. Spleens, you don't have to do the points. The points aren't necessary. we're good. But hey, spleens. Oh, God. I was afraid that my camera was frozen again. Thanks, spleens, because I forgot, y'all. I'm not gonna remind y'all. I'm not gonna remind you guys of trying to drown me in the ocean. We don't do anything. Thank you for the shout out for spleens. Just give spleens a shout out. Hey, spleens. So, yeah, we're actually talking about how people um, interact or how people engage with the female body. So because I would say like interact, but interacting like pretty much sometimes means simply physically. And we are talking about on a metaphysical level, like people still think of the female body as this thing that should be simultaneously that you should be simultaneously disgusted by but also protect. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's the weirdest thing ever. So that's what we're talking about tonight, explains. We also have a question of the day. If you have any interesting facts about the female body that you would love to share with the world, we can talk about it. So it's not necessarily a question, but of course, if you have like interesting facts that you can talk about, and we can do that. Marky, hi, hi, our resident kill the men, Marky, coming in for the night. Hi, how are you doing, Marky? We're talking about ladies tonight, Marky. We're talking about how the world engage with the female body. It's because of a tweet I tweeted out this morning. Because I be waking up on some stuff. Sometimes I wake up on violence, and you guys know me. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot. So yeah, if you guys have any of that, let's go ahead. But hey, Marky Mark, Marky of the Markies. So I am inclined now that they've said that, I do have to remind people that we do have the Drown Me in the Ocean challenge, in which I open my organic ocean vodka, which was um, which was a gift from Stone Sims for my birthday. And that is the Drown the Ocean vodka. And you guys are actually really close, and I just want you all to stop. Stop donating your funds to the channel. We don't need a Drown Her. We do not need a Drown Her command. Taylor gave us Ocean. You can do exclamation point Ocean. We don't need to drown her in a command, but you don't need to drown me in the ocean at all. I feel like I would have to actually go and buy a special shot glass for this, because I can't just do the regular. Like, I can't just do a regular shot. This is a very special vodka, so yeah. We need to drown her once the bottle is open. Not we need to drown her once the bottle is open. I feel like you guys are really just gonna take this bottle, and it's crazy, and it's not necessary. Is it blue? I don't know, Karibo. Or double shot redemption. Y'all are crazy. I don't know. So that is why we're wait. That's why we're doing the whole drown me in the ocean type of situation that y'all have just ran with. But the bottle is blue, so we don't know if the inside is blue or clear. I think it's clear. I think Sweet says she thinks it's clear, um, but it could be clear or blue. We don't know. That's why we need to find out. It looks like a potion. I know. I know. I feel like when we open it, though, we should play like a Legend of Zelda game until like on. I would have to get one. Oh my god, you guys are gonna break my. I'm gonna be broke fucking with y'all. Anyway, but I feel like we should play a Legend of Zelda game while the shots are available. you know, because I feel like this looks like a potion that I can find in Legend of Zelda. In a blue bottle, I know. Yeah, from here I'd say clear. Yeah. I think it's clear. So we have three voting for clear. We have Karibo on the unknown side. I don't think spleens care what color it is as long as I'm getting drowned in it. Um, I know Draghi doesn't care what color it is as long as I'm getting drowned in it. I do know that much. Yep, see? And I'm fairly certain, like, I know Sweet's guess it's clear, like, she thinks it's clear, but I also don't think she cares what color it is. Drink it down, honey. Drink it. We're not, first of all, this is not all going in one day. I refuse to let y'all do that to me. You're not doing that to me. I like my liver, and I don't trust my liver with y'all. We're not doing that. But yeah, so the conversation tonight, Marky, is based on a tweet. So I'll read my tweet. So my tweet said, imagine being a whole adult and not being able to discuss this female body, the body parts, or bodily ongoings, and still want sex. Many out here want to understand our bodies for the sake of can they fuck it now or now? Now or not? So that's what I said. That was the tweet this morning. If you don't follow me, I'm True Wantani on Twitter. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience. You can follow me if you want to. I tend to follow my regulars back, so a lot of people who pop up in my chat on a regular basis, I follow. Spleens, I did not make you a oh, what is it? A VIP yet because I couldn't remember how to spell spleens, and all these random spleens kept coming up. So I have to write your name down exactly how it's spelled. So, it's coming though. It's coming. like I right, I typed in spleens and that wasn't what so that's what happened was. But it's coming. It's coming. This mofo, I had to constantly tell him, wrong hole, learn your anatomy, idiot. Right, right. There are literal people out there who still believe that our blood come out of our pee pee hole, and it doesn't. It does not come out of there. That's not how it works. And then there are people like, can you? It is not a cloaca. Like, I just be wanting to tell people, like, it is not a cloaca. It's not a cloaca, and that's not necessary, okay? Just, it's not a cloaca. Triggered, as you should be. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. Marky, how is Splatoon? Is it loading now? Because I know earlier we were having trouble with that. We were having trouble with the splats. So that was the tweet that that was the tweet that I tweeted out. And one of my friends responded on Facebook. It goes hand in hand with the theory that some men are only attracted to women for sex, and that they are actually more attracted to men for relationship or like type situations. Um, and that goes in hand in hand with her theory. So that was her theory, and I found that interesting. And we can discuss it if you want to. We can explore that if you want to. I'm single. I and at this point, it is a choice. Like I am like purposefully, intentionally, aggressively pursuing singleness. So that is. I mean, it was a choice some time ago. But recently, I went celibate because I got tired of people simply want to engage with my body. I can engage with my body sexually, and I understand it. So there's that part, and I'm cool with it that way. Do you need something, baby? I ask him, does he need something, and he puts his hand or his paw in my hand. You need something, poops? You need something, baby? Yes. The cuddles? Okay. You need the cuddles. So, and then we were reading interesting tweets from men's. Interesting tweets from men's. Interesting tweets from men's. So this one says, sounds like manipulation here. Pregnancy is not as unpleasant as is made out to be. Sure, there can be difficulties, but in today's day, by and large, births are painless with anesthetics and all the shrieking and yelling in the delivery room is just a lack of self-control. Women have been pushing out 8-pound babies painlessly for years. Painlessly? We've been doing this painlessly? I'm sorry, my period is not painless. Endometriosis is not painless. People going through menopause tend to not do that painlessly sometimes. Like, I don't understand. This is why I don't look at that side of the dating pool at the moment. Them babies been killing us for years. Exactly. It's so funny because people be like, what were y'all doing without anesthesiology? Dying from shock? From pain? Like, okay, 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 okay. We've been pushing out babies painlessly for years. These are things that I was not aware of. All the screaming is from a lack of self control. Yeah, and it's just so weird how our bodies engage with. I have a friend of mine, like for as long as I've known her, and I've known her since middle school. We went to high school together. As long as I've known her, she's been in her wheelchair. So, and her quality of life is great. She's now married. She's got 2 sons. Quality of life, great. Like that's not even a question. Like, but when we were teenagers and we were going through like dating and college, like she would really complain about how it would always be, but can you have sex in a wheelchair? Well, obviously not in the wheelchair. I'm sitting here. It's like she had good humor through it, but why is that your only concern? You know, like it's just I'm so glad for her husband. He loves her to death. He loves those boys to death. He's a great man. But I'm just like in the dating pool, like in our it's crazy. Like why is that? Why? Why? And if we were having these honest and open conversations about the female body, about pleasure and enjoying pleasure in the female body, being able to be sexual in our sexuality without being um, villainized for it, and if we were able to talk about our bodily functions as a female without it being disgusting to people and weirding them out and requiring plastic on the couch, we would not this would not have to be a thing. Like we would have these honest and open conversations, and then we would be able to have like this we would be able to have people comfortable enough to know that having a disability does not necessarily mean you cannot have sex, and it's not your first, and it should not be your first and only concern, especially when dealing with a woman with disabilities. Like it's crazy. I just can't. I just can't. Things would be better with conversation, but no, right? We would learn and know and feel so much more comfortable if we just learn. And it's like I'm gonna say something that is very controversial. That people like many people believe this, but they don't really treat it that way. The female body is a work of art. All female bodies are works of art. The painters are different because we're the painters of our bodies. And what we do with our bodies is what we do with our bodies. But it takes very comfortable people, men and women, who want to engage sexually with our bodies. But it takes very comfortable people to really learn the body of their partner, the body of the woman that they wish to please. Even as women, like a lot of the times they say, a lot of women are not coming with penetration, and that is because penetration are often is often from the ends of a person who is not really engaged with our body. It's not really engaged with our body as women, not engaged with your body as a partner. It's a whole. We're orifice. We are an orifice. And that is why we're here tonight. We're here to have this conversation. Let's talk about all the nitty gritty parts that it is of being a woman. Like, right now I am on my period. I said that on a hot mic. We're on day 3. I think there was a problem with most of my partners. Only one was kind of attentive. Only one was kind of. The funny thing about it is women remember the guy that took the time to understand her and her body, because I to this day remember my favorite person to have sex with. He was very attentive. He was a very attentive person. It was so much fun. Everything was great. Everything was great. To this day, I remember my favorite person to have sex with. I remember his name. We not dating, but I remember him, and I hope he's doing well. I don't wish nothing bad on him. Like, women remember the person who took the time to understand her as a person, her kinks, her sexuality, her desires, the things that are pleasurable to her, but also learn her as a woman. What parts of her, what changed. Like, a lot of people, because I've actually heard other women say the same thing, but a lot of people believe like PMS or your cycle does not change your personality. I'm sorry, it does. I get extremely secluded right before my period. Like, I didn't stream for 3 days. That's because I PMS. I didn't want to be social. Like, I get extremely secluded. I don't talk. I don't text. I just sit, and I'm like, it's different for each woman, but there's that. And did you guys know that there's this thing called PMDD that many women, not many, well, many women, a lot of women do suffer from. PMDD is premenstrual distress disorder, I believe. Let me look that up real quick. Let me not get that wrong, but I believe premenstrual dysphoric disorder. My bad. But it is a complete change. Like, it's when your PMS symptoms completely unhinge your life. Like, you cannot go about your normal day with your PMS symptoms. And I get irritable, but I can still function. So I don't suffer from PMDD. Um, and there are women who suffer from unusually heavy periods. And there are men and women out here, and men identified and women identified people out here who sit here and say things like, well, can't you just stop the bleeding? Don't I wish? I wish I could. I'm sure a lot of us do. But in order for me to stop the bleeding, because I'm more prone to it, would have to take hormone medicine that would put me even slightly above the average increased risk of cancer. I'd rather just bleed. That's like one of the few times I go into mate mode. Use up this egg, even though my drive is low. Otherwise, feel free to take the bleeding idiots. Feel free to take the bleeding idiots. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I would love to. I can't. And there are a lot of women who can. There are a lot of things out there that keep women from doing that. That's interesting. And it's so funny because you have polycystic ovarian, like PCOS. So that is an interesting thing. That did you know, like, the basic test that the OBGYN gives you is not like, it can detect it if you have like a mild to severe case, but if like you have a light case, did you know that that test may or may not help you? Like, you don't know. Also, add in 5 minutes, because I always want to be transparent with you guys. So that's why we're doing that. And in 5 minutes. Um, so like there are ways to like dive down. Like there are other tests to dive down and see if you have it. And it's like different ways that PCOS emerges. It's just a very interesting thing. And these are things I would have never known had my friend group and we talk very openly about this stuff. And that's why I'm bringing it to you all on this wonderful app. Like I would like to talk openly with this stuff. Um, I watch Dr. Mama Jones, which is OBGYN. I think she currently practices in Australia. But she's on YouTube and she openly discusses the female body. And I love it. Like she's amazing. She's I'm working on it, but she is extremely like body positive, and she's also super inclusive. And she's like people with periods and people with vaginas, and I need to do better. I need to do better about that. So yeah, the other problem is that most medicine are based off dudes. Exactly, like a lot of the medicines that were developed for women were developed in a time where women were not even allowed to be study participants. They weren't even allowed to um, partake in the studies for stuff like that. So it was super interesting that that is the case. And yeah, that is true. Like a lot of our medicines based off dudes. And it's really funny because you hear them talk about the side effects of the new male birth control that's coming out. And I'm just like, yeah, it sounds like ours. It sounds like ours. I was in Okami's stream one night and he played a skit about women or ladies uh, or people with vaginas. He played a skit about people with vaginas talking about the side effects to their cycles, and it was really funny. I related to it really heavy, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I just started this new um, birth control. The side effects are super minimum." And it's like, "Oh, what are the side effects?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, loss of limb." And she's like, "I can't believe how few side effects that is. It's so amazing." And I'm just like, that is so relatable. Because it's like chance of stroke, heart attack, infertility, stuff like that. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, let's take it. Why not? So I thought that was super hilarious. I thought that skit was so funny. But yeah, they say PMDD is very common. More than 3 million uh, women in the U.S. have it. I thought that's super interesting. Then, then the side effects be rough. The side effects do be rough, bruh. You be like hot flashes, chances of going into early menopause. Is it perimenopause, early menopause? Is that what it's called? Um, it's crazy. It is crazy. I got so sick from birth control. They said to wait 3 months to adjust, but it wasn't about to have. I wasn't about to have the equivalent of morning sickness for 3 months. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's the start. Yes, it is crazy. It is. It is crazy. Like it's crazy. It is hard out there for a woman. It's hard out there for a woman when you're trying to get the money for your birth control. And imagine, can you imagine? Like I didn't talk about it. Like I didn't talk about what Roe versus Wade really would mean, or what I think it will mean. So one of the things that I did believe, like I do believe, is this is not something that black women can fix. This was not a thing that we voted on or with. And I'm not saying don't vote, and I'm not saying don't do your part as a citizen in the United States. I'm simply saying I can't stress about this. Like, this is bad, and it's going to be bad for us, and it's going to be significantly worse for poor black women. And in our inner cities. It's going to be very bad, and I recognize that. But I also recognize that you know this is because people wanted to shoot themselves in the foot, so they did not have to have um, good and equal things for and with black women. So I'm just saying, as black women, just think about it. Just think about it before you go marching, and just think about it because it's a very important thing. But the other side, the side that this doesn't, because it doesn't affect the rich. These laws don't affect the rich, but these are the same people out here making them. So it's just like, just think about it before you go out there making your sign and wearing your vagina hats. Think about it. Just think about it. Okay? Just think about it. Okay, black women? Just think about it. That's all I'm saying. We didn't do this, and we can't save everybody. We damn sure can't save everybody. At some point, they got to save themselves and stop trying to keep others out. I can't march. I might not come back. Wait, what? Why can't you? Why wouldn't you come back? Is there a reason why you wouldn't come back from the march? I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not marching for nobody. Like, I'm not saying I'm not marching for nobody. I take that back. I take that back. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like that. But I'm very careful about who I march. Like, I'm not marching for a group of people who do not march for me. Like, for the group of people that I identify with. I'm not marching for a group of people who do not march for the people that I identify with. I don't say that I'm an ally because that's not something for me to define. I'm real big about that. Like, when people come to me and be like, I'm an ally of the black community, and I'm like, did someone tell you that? Because that's not how that works. Like, someone would have to tell you. I'd be a protester. So I'm not an ally because it's not for me to decide. But I do go to war where necessary for the people who stand for me. I stand with them, and for the people who stand for me, I stand alongside them in many cases. But I don't know that I would say that I'm an ally. I feel like everybody should do what they can in the manner that they can, because some people just can't, and I can understand that. Like, some people have to be able to put food on their house. Like, I don't feel like people should have to starve to claim allyship. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But at the same time, you can't just walk around claiming to be an ally, because that's not for you to decide. It isn't. So I don't go do that. But I'm not like out here just marching. Like, I'm real picky about where I put my support and who I'm supporting, because it's very important to me that I feel supported in return. Like, I'm very big on reciprocal relationships, and that means the communities in which I'm in and the communities in which I support. It's got to be reciprocal, uh, because too many times, as a black woman, we've supported a lot of things. We've supported a lot of groups. We've supported a lot of communities, and in turn, those things, groups, and communities are not supporting us. They're not standing with us. They're not echoing what we're saying. Like, when we echo what they're saying, they're not echoing what we're saying. It's not amplifying our voices. It's really like a constant battle. And so I'm super picky. But I'm also not going to take away from the group. Like, one of the reasons, like, I talk to Creamery a lot. I know we have a lot of LGBTQIA people in my community. So I talk to Creamery a lot, and like, people, like, my boss asked me, and I don't know why he always asks me these questions, but I'm not gonna ever like run from them or sugarcoat them. Like, one of the things he asked me is like, why do I feel like the black community is not being taken seriously? And I was like, it's because we keep accepting these metaphorical ass seat at the tables. We'll sit down for a meeting and that's it. We got to sit next to the people in charge, and that's good enough for us, so we can stop marching. And I'm like, with the LGBTQIA community, no, Yeah, okay, fine. Invite us to the table. That's whatever. Yeah, cute little table. And but you're still gonna have to make this change. You're still gonna have to answer to it. You're still gonna have to get laws enacted. You're still gonna have to do something. They're not just accepting these simple seats at the table. We're not sitting at the table for cutesy reasons. There's not no pictures you can take with me that makes me feel better. You're gonna come up out your pockets, or you're gonna come up off these laws. And I'm like, we're not there. We've been surpassed by all these other groups because we're not there. We are definitely not there. We keep accepting these metaphorical seats at the table, and these seats at the table is just good enough. And we just clapping that another black person gets to be seen. And it's just like, we can do so much more. We can do so much better for ourselves. But that's why I say we gotta be careful, and we gotta really think about like stuff. Gotta think about it. But I'm not a protester, and I am not a boycotter. I'm not doing either of that shit because I like my life. I do what I can from the side. I support black-owned business. I'm actually like roughly 75% black-owned. Like my dog's vets are black. I don't shop at a black grocery store yet, but we just got one here in Atlanta, well, in Marietta, so I can't wait to go try that out. I'm looking forward to that. But like clothes and boutiques, I grabbed that from black owned businesses. My bras, black owned businesses. Makeup, when I wear it, black owned business. Skincare, black owned business. Hair, black, like I got this from a black owned weave shop. Like I try to be for the people, but I still require quality. Like I'm not just out here, oh, just because they're a black owned business, I'm just gonna go and accept whatever it is. If they don't have the quality, the standard of quality that I require, I'm not gonna stay there. I'm not gonna shop there forever. I'm actually looking for a new hairstylist that do natural hair. There's a lot. There's a lot of natural hair hairstylists here in Atlanta, so it shouldn't be hard. But you know, just trying to get there. Trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. I kind of went off on a rambling rant, So we can talk about. let's go back. Let's go back. Just a rambling rant. Y'all let me just talk about anything. Y'all don't be like, hey Tiny, reel it in. Like knock on the door, something. No. I need me some braids. I mean sleeves. If you stay down the street, I got you. I do my friend's hair. I don't mind doing my friend's hair. I do my mom's hair. Like I don't charge. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm good enough to charge. And I don't do it professionally, so I'm definitely not going to charge. But I started braiding my hair for many reasons. So when I was young and I wanted braids, the braiders would make my hair like different sizes. Like I wanted the size of my pinky, which I don't think this is. This is smaller. But I wanted the size of my pinky, but it would be like my thumb size, my pinky size, my middle finger size. I'm like, it'd be all different sizes in my head, and I'm like, okay, I don't like this. Y'all are not doing it, and my parts are not even. And I'm like, y'all are supposed to be professional, and I'm 12, so I learned how to braid when I was 12. And then, if the interstate counts, then yes, I'm technically down the street. Spleens, I don't think it depends on which interstates. Like, do I have to change multiple interstates to get to you? Are you in a completely different state from me? Like, I'm not sure that counts as down the street because technically, then anything in the continental U.S. is down the street. Like, ma'am. Anything in the continental U.S. would be down the street. She said, does the highway count? Because technically, I'm down the street. You're wild. It's all relative. Okay, okay, please. It's not relative. It's just relative to me. When is this? 59. Oh shoot. That means Okay, well I won't say that out loud. I'm not gonna say what that means out loud because Kariba will be on her petty mess, and we're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that tonight. So yeah, I can't believe you guys are. What is it? 78,000 raised. 78,479 of 150 truffles. Like, you guys are wild. I don't understand why y'all are doing this. Please, what kind of braids would you want? I'm just curious. I feel like we talked about the subject really good. Yeah, we're good hours in. We can talk about anything now. I keep hearing about knotless. Are these knotless? I don't think these are knotless. So these could have been knotless, but I put rubber bands in them. And the rubber band, I always put rubber bands in my head because I like to control how tight my braids are. I don't like tight braids, so I always put rubber bands in my head. I'm sure one of these are knotless. Yeah, this one would be knotless. So knotless is pretty much you're braiding into the braid, and then you add the hair to add the length. And all the ones in the back are like that for me. For the top, they're not. Sweets get knotless braids all the time, so she looks great in them. She would know them like backwards and forwards. So she gets them all the time. I don't know what that even what that even is. What is knotless braids are braids that are like you would part your hair as if you were regular doing a regular like plait. You know how you do the regular braid plait, and then you would put the weave in and just braid it, add the weave, braid it, and there's no knots. So normally what you would do, you would take a compare, you put your weave around it and then twist it and then braid from that, and that would create like this knot here. That's where the knot comes from. But the knotless braids, they you don't have that. They're like plaits with weave added to it. The more you know. Yes. Yes, yes. There are YouTube videos on this. Um, there is this girl, Pepper Snacks. There is this girl on YouTube who like does like her edges in knotless braids, and then the rest is a quick weave. Like it's a quick weave. It's a wig. I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat and really fast. So there's that. Oh, that sounds like Mike slip out my hair. Is your hair super fine? Because my hair is fine, and that's why I do not do the knotless braids. Okay, so are you just gonna give me a hard time, camera? Is that what we're doing? I feel like the camera's just gonna give me a hard time. The camera's like, whatever, bitch. I didn't want to be here. I know you didn't want to be here. Okay. My braids slipped off the first and only time I got braids. Kariba, your hair looks really, really fine, like super soft. Hold on, let me get tricky. Or you know what? Let me just drag my laptop. Let me just drag my laptop. I'll be back. All right. All right. Jesus. This is having the hardest time here. Okay. You don't see them? This is Zuko. We'll see Zuko first. Come here, Zuko. All right, Homer. Hey, Ruby. Hey, that's for you. Good boy. And then that's for you, Zuko. Don't eat my hair. Don't eat my hair. Yeah, Luna. Luna, good boy. Mm, that good boy. That's a good boy. Lord. It's the way that I have to fight with this camera now. Like we didn't have to do this camera. This didn't used to be a thing. Like, I didn't have to fight with this camera like this. Like it did not used to be like this. Look at that mic. Oh yeah, this is. I like this mic. I also have another really good one. No, please. What happened to your baby? Everything I want to keep it. Yep. Sounds like super fine. Very fine. There are several different textures up there. Not several different textures up in the head. Not several different textures up in the head. What happened to your baby? Oh no. His name was Kobe. He passed last month. Oh. He passed a month after Kobe Bryant. Oh, he probably meant to be with his namesake. 2020 was asked for many reasons. Agreed. It's really interesting how 2020 came about because the years prior we kept telling the years to stop touching people. Like there were a lot of celebrities that I grew up with that were passing away and I was just like 2018 coming here and don't touch nothing. 2019 coming here and don't touch nothing. And then 2020 was like, you said don't touch nothing. Touches everything, touches everyone, and brings in COVID. And I'm like, okay, like all you had to do was not touch nothing. like, all you had to do was not touch nothing. 2020 needed to kick rocks. It did. Like all they had to do was come in and not touch nothing. That's literally all we asked. It's not illegal. Like it wasn't illegal. That's all we asked. It was okay through March then. It was okay through March then though. In 2020, I started the year off sick, and then my grandmother died, and then jobs were lost. I started streaming. Um, I had to get a temporary job. I did my Yule. That was fun. I really enjoyed doing Yule. I started a business. Stopped the business. Started a business again. Stopped the business. 2020 was really rough. 2020 was really rough. 2021 was more or less calmer for me. 2021 was more or less better. And then 2022, rough again. So, yeah. Shit's rough out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. Oof. It's hard out here for a pimp. Ooh, let's well we got roughly like almost 30 minutes left. So let's talk some more. Let's talk some more. Um, Kariba, I didn't bring anything to drink. I didn't bring anything to drink. I'm gonna have to give you your money back. I ain't going downstairs. It's what? It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm not going downstairs. I'm not going downstairs. Or I can torture you a bit since it's third Thursday. Torture me a bit how? Um, only on I'll look. How about this? You only need one for bean, but I'm not going downstairs. Inappropriate Mad Libs, ma'am. Spleens, are you here? Are you available to write a story with Karibo? Or is Karibo going to be writing a story by herself? And are you guys sure you want to hear that? Because she says stuff like, yes, I am. Are you sure you want Karibo to write a story by herself? Because I've seen what her and Marky did, and I don't think y'all should be trusting her to do this by herself. Like, this should not be a Karibo alone, done alone type of situation. Okay, we're down to one, and then I have to. Or we this after this we'll be down to one, and then I have to print some more. But yeah, y'all don't want Sphinx to do this by herself. Like that's just not. You don't want to do that. I was innocent. Was not, ma'am, ma'am. You're suggesting what was it? Was it farting or fisting? It was something. And ma'am, I was just like, oh my god. Okay, so Karibo, since you redeemed, you get to choose between your body or makeup love. Okay? So many stories. Lots of stories. Your body or makeup love, ma'am. Fits toxic. Okay. Not it fits toxic. Story time. Lord. It's inappropriate story time. It's not a story that I wrote. I want to put that out there. All right, so okay, so we need. Okay, hold on, let me look up stuff so I can make sure give y'all the right description of stuff because y'all are wild. Because y'all are wild. I am tame. You're not. Don't even tell yourself that stuff. All right, we need an adjective. Adjective is a descriptor, like crunchy or something indicating a size or a texture or a taste or a shape. So we need any adjective. I'm taking the first in the chat. Give me one adjective. Sour. It's really funny. I remember that time that I asked Karibo for something and I was like, farting is not an adjective. And she was like, fartingly. And I'm like, no. And that was the story she wrote with Karibo. And this is what that's the story she wrote with Marky. And this is why she is not allowed to write stories by herself. She's got to have a friend. No. Okay? So I need a noun. She's not allowed to do it by herself. She's not allowed to do it by herself. So Karibo got it the first time. We're gonna let Spleens. Spleens, I need a noun. Cause I don't trust her. I don't trust her. What do you mean how? Ma'am, ma'am. I'm so glad y'all didn't clip that though. How dare. I'm glad y'all didn't clip that story because we did not need that story on any type of evidence roll because y'all are wild. Y'all are very wild. Gumballs. Okay, and then we need another noun. I'm back to taking whichever first one in the chat. Boobies. I'm so dead. right, a word that ends in ness, like likeliness or kindness or, you know. You took my word. You know, I had to make an appearance. Boobiness. Ma'am, no. Sweets, go to the corner. I mean, not sweets. I'm so used to it being sweets. I'm so used to it being sweets. No, Carimo, not yes. No, both of you go to the corner. No. I am so used to it being sweets. That's my bad. Swiss ain't even here. Please. Please. A word that is not boobiness. A word that is not even a word. A word that ends in ness. It is not perfect. I'm not writing it. Give me a legitimate word. So it's perfect. It's not perfect. Give me a legitimate word. Blindness. Okay. Okay. I'm writing with my fuzzy pencil. I'm hoping y'all will give me a good story with the fuzzy pencil. Not boo. No, ma'am. No. I need a body part. That was some boobiness. Like y'all are crazy. I need a body part, and it can't be boobies. You've already used it. We're not gonna have a thing full of boobies. But oh Lord, you know, Karibo, you go to the butt a lot. All right, spleens, your turn. I would like an adjective, which is a descriptor. I like butts. Apparently, spleens just with the face. We need a descriptor. Crusty. Oh my god, not the butt being crusty. I don't even know where this is going for this, but I am afraid of where this is going. All right. It's gonna be a crusty butthole. Oh my god. Y'all are horrible. Y'all are rubbing off on me, and I've got to be done with y'all. All right. I need an animal. Give me any animal that you can think of. A dolphin. Oh, the assaulter of the sea. Not the axolotl. What did the poor axolotl ever do to you, Spleens, to be putting it in a Karibo story? Spleens, what did the poor axolotls do to you? I need a verb that ends in ed. Spleens. It is amazing what is allowed in my chat. It is amazing what is allowed in my chat. I need a regular adjective, which is a descriptor. We're geniuses. Not we're geniuses. Okay, bloody. This this is gonna sound painful. I feel like it's on brand. With tonight, I guess. Don't call it a comeback. I'm not. I need a verb. I need a verb that does. I just need a verb. I'm not giving you any. It doesn't come with any the requirements. So just a verb, please. I'm really scared of what y'all are typing over there. Okay. I need another body part. You read my mind. I need you to get unsynced. Please get your brains unsynced. I need y'all to get unsynced. I'd appreciate it. Pee hole. You know, it's funny how we had this whole conversation um, about how we engage with the female body, and Cerebral is out here calling the anus the butthole and the urethra, the pee hole, instead of their scientific names, which I feel will improve how we talk about them. All the holes, I see. I'm just saying. I'm writing them how you type them though. I'm not. Just want you to know that. I need a number. The beehole is not connected to the vag hole. I did not say vag hole. I said the urethra. 69. I'm done with y'all. I need a verb that ends in ing. I'm so glad there's only two more left. A verb that ends in ing. I want y'all out of my chat. And then the last one is a noun. I need a noun, any noun that you can think of, because this is going to be crazy. And there we go. Excuse me, it is past my bedtime. Like, why am I up so late? Balls. All right. Okay. I'm writing it in. It's the way that you two think you're innocent. Nah, no. All right, let's bring the mic into the shots a little bit. All right, Your body, as written by Reticulate Them Spleens, if that's any indication, and Dr. Karibo. Today is. No, okay, that's not. I tried. I tried. I tried to save the chat. I tried. I tried. I tried. Yeah, I tried. Bring it lowered. Okay. Your body. You have the type of sour body that can only be compared to the beauty of a gumball. I have never seen a boobies that could complete with your blindness. Your butthole is the most crusty I've ever seen. I'm the luckiest dolphin that has ever fucked. To show you just how bloody you are to me, I am going to cream your pee hole for 69 hours. There would be nothing better than sucking your body till the balls make me stop. Not so beautiful. One's in the chat if you would like to go again. One's in the chat if you would like your reread. Not so beautiful. She said so beautiful. Please, I'm so dead. 1 2 1 2 2. Sweet says one plus one is two, and I want two, and I want one. All right, I had accidentally cut some stuff off, so I'm gonna try to do it with all the words. So this will be the full reading of Your Body as written by Reticulate Them Spleens and Dr. Kribo. You have to make sure you clip the part where I said it's written by Reticulate Them Spleens and Dr. Karibo. Okay? You have the type of sour body that can only be compared to the beauty of a gumball. Truly, I have never seen a boobies that compete with your blindness. Your butthole is the most crusty I've ever seen. I'm the luckiest dolphin that has ever fucked. To show you just how bloody you are to me, I'm going to cream your pee hole for 69 hours straight. There would be nothing better than sucking your body till the balls make me stop. I just need to know, how are the balls making you stop? Are they hairy? Like, we know the butt is crusty, but are the balls hairy? Like, what in the balls is making you stop? Because if we're licking whole bodies, why are the balls making you stop? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I was just curious. I just wanted to know, because this is a very particular thing that was, and I was just not my sister coming. Ah, that is hilarious, and this is a wonderful time to end stream. No, we've got like 15 minutes. What do you guys want to talk about? We got 15 minutes. We can talk about anything. We can talk about your day. How was your day? Did you guys have a great day? I feel like the conversation we had in the first hour was amazing, and then we got to hear a story as written by Reticulate Them Spleens and Dr. Karibo. I'm not gonna say that that was amazing. I'm not gonna say that that was amazing. That was wild. Y'all are wild. Um, Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild as hell. Like I'm so glad this is on Thursdays because this is so much fun. But y'all are wild. Y'all are very wild people. You are wild people. Wild people. Did you guys have like a good day? Were you productive at all? I went to work. I could not say that I was productive. You know what? Nope, nope, nope. I made it very far in Harry Potter years 5 through 7 today. So yeah, I was productive. Sweets, what was that? Is that the link? Or you trying to? Okay, hold on. Like, let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can make you um, VIP really quick. Because right now only VIP and Moz can post links. So let me see if I can go make you VIP real quick. I'm gonna be right back. I mean, I'm still here. All right. All right. Try now, Speens. I think I did it. Try to post it now. There you go. Your body. A journey. It was definitely a journey. Bob, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. It was definitely a journey. I'm scared. This story needs to be shared with the world. Oh my god. Not shared with the world. Oh my god, spleens. Why? This is the way Spleens wants to show my degeneracy to the world. Spleens, I thought we were friends. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. All right. So, I don't even know if I asked you, how was your day, Spleens? Did you have a great day? Outside of causing chaos in my chat for the night times. I appreciate you being here, Spleens. You're the bomb. All of you are the bomb. Exposure is good, honey. Spoken like a true media consultant. Spoken like a media consultant. Like, oh yeah. I had my disability hearing today. How did that go? Did it go good? Was it positive? Did we get a yes? I have my fingers crossed for you. Did we get a yes? I would like good news. I would like good news for my friends. Oh, I have to stop that. We don't have hosting anymore. I need to delete that. I mean, that's going to clear up some of my messages, but yeah. Honestly, don't know. They were saying a lot of lawyery stuff. I hate when they use like these legal jargons. I feel like they do that to confuse people, to purposefully confuse people, because you could easily explain what you mean in layman's terms. Like you didn't know what it all meant before you became a lawyer, so you can assist. That's one of the things why I like Legal Eagle. If you guys look, this is not an ads, but if you're on YouTube, here are my favorite YouTubers. I like Legal Eagle. I like Dr. Mama Jones. And these are educate. Those are educational ones. I also liked Ants Canada. That's an educational one. I love Khadijah Mboy. She is a bread tuber or left tuber. I'm not sure what they're calling it. I like T Noir. She's like my favorite. She's fucking gorgeous. Khadijah is fucking gorgeous. Like if you haven't watched Khadijah, like I sit here and listen to her talk. She has a wonderful voice. Um, and she used to sing opera. I don't know if she still sings opera, but she used to sing opera. And so occasionally you'll hear her sing in the outtakes. She has a great singing voice as well. But they did rule I wasn't able to do my previous work. Okay, I guess that's that's progress. I would like for them to just give you what you need so you can thrive in life. That's it. That's all. Dear world, that's it. That's all. That's all. That's it. Um, Another YouTuber that I like to watch. I like Famous and Thought. Famous and Thought. I think that's what we call him. Herbie Revolis. I like him. Um, of course, I watch like Simmers, like James Turner and Adeline and Sim Lucy and Hey Harry. So I do watch Simmers on YouTube. Like, who are y'all watching on YouTube right now? You have any suggestions? Anybody new I can check out? I didn't know Khadijah and Bowie did opera. Like, what the fuck? Like, it was, um, like now at the end of her streams, like at the end of her streams, because I think she like stream and then she will edit it down. I think that's what she's been doing. So now she's been giving like book suggestions, which I guess the Patreon people asked for. But when she first started, she would sing at the end of her outtake. So she would like do some of her opera stuff. I thought that was pretty neat. She has a great voice. She has a great voice. You could definitely listen to her voice all day. She has a beautiful voice. But yeah, she used to do opera. Because it was actually in her video where she was talking about how difficult it was to succeed in the classical setting of the classical music, and so yep, she did opera. It's so funny. I know more about YouTubers than I know about a lot of like mainstream stars. Like I don't know shit about Megan Trainor or um who are these rappers out here? Nicki Minaj. I don't know anything about Nicki Minaj. But yeah, ask me about Khadijah. Ask me how many kids that ask me how many kids that what is his name? Like, just ask me. Just ask me. Hey, Draggy, you know this. That's not necessary, Draggy, that's not necessary. Yep, sounds familiar. Nick Cannon, ain't he on like 48? I mean, he got to be getting there, right? Good morning. Not it is. He got to be getting there, right? He getting there. I don't know. Let me see. Actually, I can open my YouTube to tell you who I'm watching. It is not necessary, though, Jackie. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. FD signifier. Like, you can ask me how many kids he's got. Boys, by the way. Demons thought and thought. I watched the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, which I guess that's gonna become something different. But good morning, Joggy. How was your rest? Are you streaming this AM? We had a good stream. We're actually just chatting and talking before we get off. Oh, I watched Binging with Babish or the Babish Culinary Universe because he changed it and he has like more artists working on it. He's like, it's like a whole production there now. It's kind of like game theory and food theory now, which is really good. They got a lot of great personality on there, so I like. The only thing I can stand to watch is YouTube anyway. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, wings. I get it. Probably going to build the PC in a few hours. Ooh, oh. Are you gonna put that on your YouTube? Or are you just gonna just stream it? Oh, I watch Hello Future Me. I like his breakdowns, especially his breakdowns on scripting, storyboarding, and world building. He has helped me improve my writing a lot. YouTube, yes. I follow you, so yes. So if you're looking for improvement, I have a lot of improvement stuff. I love Chubby Emu. Chubby Emu, he posts like maybe once a month, but his videos are really educational. Let's see, I did Ants Canada. I've already told y'all about Legal Eagle. I like Black Femininity TV. These are all my subs. Are you subs to these people too? um, I watched The Watcher, which is Shane and Ryan, cause duh. Benjamin Butler's good. I like film. Of course, I like the film theorists. Film, game, food theory. Like love them to death. Cinema therapy. Karibo got me on them. Karibo turned me on to them. Cinema therapy. Love cinema therapy. Ooh. Hey, did you see that one video, Spleens, from T when she was talking about is it possible to sleep your way to the top? Lately, I've been getting into tarantulas with Tarantula Cat after binging Ants Canada. Oh my god, that's so cool. I can't stream from my phone because it puts a overheat alert every 30 minutes, and even though my phone's not even warm. Oh wow, that's crazy. Phone's crazy. I mean, my phone will overheat and just turn off. So I'm glad you get a warning at least. I'm glad you get a warning because mine don't warn me. Mine just be like, so you're recording and now you're not. Oh, I also watch Eleanor Neal. She does these true crime stories. I like listening to her about some of the stories. So I listen to her. The Illuminati. I listen to her. I subscribe to Paris Milan. So I listen to some of her stuff sometimes, and not all the time. Super Carlin Brothers. Yeah, I love Super Carlin Brothers. If you like fandoms, certain fandoms like Disney and Marvel and stuff like that, they're really good. They're really good. They're real fans of the fandoms that they are in. Definitely real fans. That one is on my watch later. All T's videos are on my watch later, because I know she about to go off and I want to pay attention. Yes, T goes off. T definitely goes off. Oh, pitch meeting. Pitch meeting is fun. Cinema Sins. That guy Ryan. Yes. I also follow some more news. I have a variety of stuff. I feel like I have a good variety of YouTube. Like now that I'm going through my like list, I have a good variety. There's some food, there's some self improvement, there's some education, there is some for the culture. Like it's I feel like it's a good variety. Like and there's some entertainment. Like I have a good variety of YouTube, and I feel like it's good. So why does YouTube think I speak Cantonese? They're always giving me Cantonese ads. Like, like I don't understand. The only thing I don't watch is Simmers. I watch few Simmers. I watch a few Simmers. Lena, Lena, Lena Games. I like to watch, but she doesn't just do Sims on her channel. But I like to watch her Sims content because, it's she has really good stories. I really like her stories. Um, and then I like James Turner. I think James Turner is funny, so I watch him. And then I like Sim Lucy a lot. Everybody else, I kind of followed when I was first getting into Sims, and kind of don't really watch them a lot. Schnuck, I really like hers. I like Schnuck's videos a lot, and Marmalade. What ad? Labs and YouTube Premium. I am not paying for premium. I just learned. I just learned. Oh, well, I didn't just learn, but I learned that what is this man named? Elon Musk does not pay for YouTube Premium, and I'm like, not one of the richest people on earth refusing to pay to have no ads. Scoffs and unblock. Scoffs and you block. You over here blocking people. That is hilarious. Y'all are so funny. Y'all are so funny. You don't have to pay Sonic. We went over how we're not having it's the way. Not how it's the way. Please, we cannot have that conversation on a hot mic every night. Bars, where's Shane? I have to I have to slice. I am usually on the move, so I can listen to my music in the background. Understood. This like, oh yeah, this like lets you close the app and still listen to it, doesn't it? With the premium. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I get it. That's cool. That's cool. Spleens be so ready to talk about crime on a hot mic. Spleens. Spleens said, "Still it all." Uh, I hate they took that away. Yeah, they did. They took that away, so I can get, so I can have GPS and music. Totally understand. Totally understand. Totally understand. Well, we're guys. It is 11:30. It's 11:30, so it really is time for me to get off of stream because tomorrow I have to stream when I wake up, so I have to get rest. But this has been so much fun. I love talking to you guys. I love having you around. We're doing Just Dance in the morning. So please get your why are you have so get your get ready because I'm gonna let you guys pick some of the songs. It's not gonna be all the songs, but I'm gonna let you guys pick some of the songs because I have to stream for 2 hours. Like I am being purposeful about how long I stream. So every time I stream, you're gonna get at least 2 hours. That is guaranteed out of me, regardless of how I feel. But I usually feel good, and I'm so glad to be here with you guys. Wow, I just got the notification that you started streaming. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been on for like 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. We had a great conversation in the beginning, so I can recap that for you real quick. We talked about how we as people engage with the female body or don't engage with the female body, and yet we want to make laws about um, how that works. We had a story as written by Reticulate Them Spleens and Dr. Karibo, which was full of inappropriate innuendos about everything that I had to read out loud. um, Everyone remembered to drown me. Like literally everyone that came in remembered to try to drown me in the ocean. And you guys really don't have to do that. We don't have to do that at all. Well, the donation is what's important. I am so done. I'm so done. You don't have to do that at all. We had a we had a pupper treat redemption. So the dogs got to be seen on camera. Home, you got to see Homer give me hugs. I love Homer hugs. I love Homer hugs. Um, so you got to see the dogs on camera. We talked about YouTube. That was fun. What else I'm gonna do with these truffles? Anything else? Please sit on them, eat them, throw them in the air. Like you don't have to try to drown me. I'm just saying, Spleens, you don't have to try to drown me, ma'am. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, we had a pretty good stream, and I would like to try to get off before this ad start because the ad literally is about to start in 46 seconds. Not exclamation word drown her planes. That is it. So done with y'all. So done with y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow morning at around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So that we can knock out 2 hours of Just Dance. 2 hours of Just Dance. I won't be doing Just Dance. I'll be using the commercial breaks as a break. So, bam. Boo bam, baby. See y'all tomorrow. We may. I gotta figure out this camera because this camera's not working. But we'll figure out tomorrow. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Oh, fuck. That's early as fuck. Yep, you won't be able to drown me tomorrow. See ya. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. In the words of Shay. Bye, 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 bye.